Hello ladies and gentlemen, Yessik here again today to bring you a short review of Toy Soldiers, a game that recently came out on Steam and that, while not entirely unique, I find to be tons and tons of fun. Now, this is a tower defense game, but it has a few twists that you don't normally see in other games. So you just sort of control around with WASD or the scroll wheel to see the whole battlefield here. And so you can tell you place cannons around like you normally would, but the difference is you can actually sort of go into one of these cannons and take control and mow down your enemies in person. Now, this probably is not the most efficient cannon to be using at this range, but you know, whatever works for you. As you can tell, as I get my own kills, you get multipliers. There is a purpose to actually being in the cannon instead of letting it control itself. And the benefit is twofold. You not only get to control the cannon and fire at much greater range than you normally would, but you also get sort of a damage multiplier that you normally would not be doing that much damage if... Sorry, I'm kind of focused here. if the cannon was just firing on its own. So, as normal, you can upgrade your towers, which I'll do here to a couple of these. And you can invest in new towers, but you can also take control of sort of arbitrary towers that just seem to be hanging around. Like in this one, we have a sniper tower, and if I go here, I can use the mouse wheel to zoom in and zoom out, and get a few kills if I can find anyone. Which I cannot currently do, so I guess I'll just wait for the next wave and then do that. You can buy a new 18-pounder here. 18-pounder are great long-range cannons. Let me go through what I have so far. So far I have Red Star, which is a chemical group, or chemical weapon, which can be used on large groups of infantry. I have Vickers machine gun, which is also anti-infantry. Mortars, which are short range, but are great against tanks. I think they get bonus damage. And these are the 18-pounders are very heavy range cannons that are not great from a large distance. So I think we have a different unit type approaching here, so let me get into my sniping tower. And here they come. Yeah, these are shielded units. So, with the sniper it takes 3 shots to take them out. The regular infantry units take 2 shots. So this is a sniper tower. I mean, the regular infantry units take 1 shot to take out, I should say. I'll just reload now. So as you can tell, you make a pretty major difference in whether your team lives or dies, other than just placing and upgrading the cannons. You have quite the role to play. And this role is much more active than you generally get in a tower defense game. Apparently, I'm absolutely useless at this. One thing that I'm not quite sure how to do yet is to rotate the camera, other than to go into a turret and aim forward and then get out. I find it very hard to get proper rotation on my cameras. Anyways, I will continue to build units here because I know for a fact that this level completely destroys me. So, can't quite afford an upgrade yet, and the next, I'm showing you this level because there is a boss in this level, and the boss completely destroyed me last time I was playing. So I better hop into one of these and start getting some preemptive kills. Although it may be easier to do if I was using the sniper tower. So here, I'll throw this in for an upgrade. Then I'll get in the sniping tower and show you how good it is against regular infantry. So, as you can tell, just 1 shot, 1 kill there, unless everything blows up without me. I'm well aware that I'm not the best sniper on the face of the planet, so no need to leave that in the comments. Unless you really want to, then in which case you can insult me all you want. Uh-oh. I think we are getting cavalrymen, yep. So, different enemy waves, and after this I'll show you what exactly we're defending. Now, I tend to find that the machine guns are the absolute best against these, so I'll just take over here and mow them down myself, because the computer never does that great of a job. Fortunately, these are not cannons that just shoot behind you. You can also shoot in front of you, or shoot in front of you. You can also shoot behind you. And just a final opinion, summation of this game. Probably one of the best tower defense games I've played in a long time. Now, this came out originally for Xbox 360, and I didn't hear too much about it. It didn't receive too much acclaim or too much what should I call it? Too much of the opposite, too much infamy. And just no one said anything about it. No one was like, this is a really fun game, you should check it out, or this game sucks, avoid it at all costs. It just didn't get much publicity at all. But since it got a Steam release, I went ahead and downloaded it to give a bit of a review. There is one small problem with this game that, well, basically it comes with the Windows Live Game Manager, which, if you've never heard of the Windows Live Game Manager, it is like the most wretched piece of crap you could ever imagine for a game distribution system. And just was not very fun. Infantry gun. That's strange. Oh, I upgraded them all already. Okay. So as you can tell, I'm just sort of getting as many howitzers as possible because there is a boss which I want to show you. Ah, yes. I also promised to show you what we're defending. So this game is called Toy Soldiers, so if I zoom out here, this is our toy box. So Signal Toy Company's well-rounded, regulated juvenile toy box. So we are just a kid playing with our toys, and just while I'm at it, I might as well put a machine gun here and an extra 16-pounder there. So we're getting towards the last few waves, and I'll just show you this one level beginning to end, live or die. And yeah, very fun game. Lots of replayability. There's 3 modes that you can play. One's just a mode that has endless waves that you can play through. Oh man, these horses are really slipping past my guard here. I'm not actually sure what the third one is. I have yet to play it, because I'm so focused on the campaign so far. So 1600, level 1, level 2, might as well upgrade this. So we have 2 waves of tanks coming, and you can also launch the waves at your own will. Like, as you can see, there's a... well, I thought there was going to be a count down there, but apparently these ones are just assholes. So I'm just going to get damage from a distance here. Complete boss. So, as you can see, if I zoom out, this gun doesn't have anywhere near that much range, but as long as I'm inside of it, I can be kind of getting a really early start on the enemy waves. Now, I'm not very good at controlling any mortar-like guns. Not really my forte, but any of the machine guns and any of the regular type guns, I find they do a lot of damage and can be aimed rather easily. Like, you almost have perfect accuracy, really. Another thing you sometimes have to be careful about is, oh god, they're like right up my ass. Some things you actually also have to be careful of is the health of your towers, because your towers can be destroyed by the enemy. Okay, I better at least take out one of them. If you can see in the top left corner there, there's 20... I have 20 lives. If I let any unit pass, other than the boss unit who actually just instantly flattens it, if I let enough units pass, they will destroy my toy box. And oh god! So here's the second last wave, and after this, all that's left is the boss wave, which is the SAR tank, which is way too intense. So I can just shoot at random in the group here. Okay. My assistance is not required, apparently. So it controls well. There's nothing too extreme about it, nothing that you wouldn't be prepared for. And basically, it's a game that I would highly recommend. I'm getting these right now in preparation for the SAR tank. So all these are level 2, are they? Yes. I might as well upgrade my howitzers, so already have. Might as well upgrade this howitzer. And upgrade this machine gun. Okay, now I'm going to immediately commandeer this and at least try to get some hits off on this tank before it's even really in range. Apparently I have to break down the trees first. Okay, that's at least 1 hit. 2 hits. So fortunately I seem to be able to kind of strike it on the way, or else it would already be out of my range. Basically I'm gonna leave my machine guns to take care of these guys, and hopefully they'll be enough, because I need to do as much early damage as possible to this tank, or else it will completely decimate me. So far I've managed to get a good quarter of its health off, but like I said, last time I played this I actually lost to this tank. Okay, it's out of this thing's range now, so I better change tact. I think this is my absolute best option at the moment. So, fortunately it's approaching a bit too much. Soon it's going to be out of the range of this 18-pounder. So, very unique, very interesting. I like this boss fight. It's actually just a crazy wind-up toy. Thankfully I can keep hitting this thing with the howitzer, even though it's close now, since it's so big. But I may be entirely screwed again. Especially since this thing keeps spawning like tons and tons of soldiers right underneath me. Well, I have half its health down. I may be able to get it before it demolishes the toy factory, which is almost too bad, as it demolishing the toy factory is kind of an interesting thing to watch. Unfortunately, I'm the only one currently attacking it, and it's just about to leave my range, so I'll join. Oh! That is awful. Okay. So, well, damn. Time to build new ones. So let's go back here and keep firing off the mortars. Okay, I think this one is completely in the bag. Kind of a waste of money there, but, you know, whatever works. So I only have about 1/6, maybe 1/8 of its health left, and sorry if my commentary is kind of dropping off, but this was a horribly, horribly ridiculous boss. The first time I fought it, I died to it. And just not very fun to die to an early game, the first boss of the game, I should say. Okay, well, I think one last hope. Pump it full of rounds. Oh, well, you may actually see this thing destroy us in that case. Oh no! Is this thing even level 2? Oh. Yep. And here's the SAR tank destroying our toy box animation. Fucking dick. Anyways, this was Toy Soldier. I would give it a hearty recommendation. Unfortunately, it's with Windows Live Game, which is not the ideal situation. You'd want it to be, just standalone in Steam. But you know, it's a good game, it's worth the buy. I'd pick it up. I will see you guys next time.